Celtic are finally set to sign a right winger, but there's a major catch you need to know about. Luke McCowan has given a brutally honest assessment of where the club is right now, and trust me, he's not holding back. Plus, we've got major transfer news with players coming and going, and a former Nancy defender spotted in the stands. It's been another dramatic day at Paradise, but first make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Jarmai Simpson-Pusy's time at Celtic ended almost as quickly as it began, with the 20-year-old centre back on the move again after a frustrating spell in Glasgow. Signed with genuine optimism last summer after being named Premier League 2 Player of the Year, Pusy struggled to break into the first team. He managed just 64 league minutes in total for the reigning Scottish champions. His only senior appearance came at right back under Martin O'Neill, where he looked promising but never got the platform to build on it. The move always carried an element of risk given his youth and relative inexperience, but expectations were high. Instead, his loan at Celtic failed to spark, with limited opportunities and an increasingly stretched squad leaving him on the fringes. Now, his loan spell has been terminated early, and he's heading for a fresh chapter in Germany. Renowned transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has provided the latest details on Simpson-Pusy's next move. He's completing his medical at FC Köln today after a loan deal was agreed with Manchester City. He's in Germany to sign the contract after the Celtic loan deal was terminated. The deal reportedly includes a buy option clause, with Manchester City valuing him at around £10 million and Köln offering around £5 million. City are expected to retain a buyback clause as part of the arrangement. The exit feels like another missed opportunity. The signing looked shrewd on paper, a young defender with technical ability and versatility, but things never clicked. Whether it was the system, the adaptation to Scottish football, managerial changes, or simply bad timing, Pusy never became part of Nancy's plans and rarely got the minutes that might have helped his development. Celtic will likely need to dip into the defensive market this January. Now for the main story, as Celtic are finally on the verge of bringing in a right-wing signing, but there's a twist. The player is currently injured. After Kuhn left in the summer without a replacement brought in, the Hoops have been noticeably weaker down the right flank. With Yang Hyun-jun and James Forrest often asked to fill in, the lack of a quality wide attacker has been glaring. Even Yang's recent form and goal, while welcome, doesn't erase the fact that the right wing has been a long-term weakness since Kuhn's departure. Now, Celtic appear ready to remedy that by agreeing a deal for Ivorian winger Jocelyn Tarby, who seems set to become Wilfried Nancy's first permanent signing at Parkhead. The 20-year-old, currently on loan at Hapoel Petah Tikva from Maccabi Netanya, predominantly operates on the right wing. The catch, however, is that he is out of action with a knee injury at present. He should be fit again within around 2 weeks. Despite the injury, Celtic are understood to have agreed a £2 million deal for Tarby, with around £250,000 of that fee going to Hapoel Petah Tikva as compensation for terminating his season-long loan early, reports Record Sport. Genk are also said to have shown interest in the Ivorian, but it's understood Celtic's offer has been accepted. Following Hapoel Petah Tikva's match, a club spokesperson confirmed the situation. We have been informed by Maccabi Netanya that there has only been one official offer for Jocelyn Tarby, and it was from Celtic. We expect him to leave in the coming days. If the move is completed, Tarby will add youthful attacking flair to a Celtic squad that has struggled to create consistent chances from wide areas. The hope will be that once fit, he can give Nancy another option on the right, something the team has sorely lacked so far this season. In other news, Wilfried Nancy is under massive pressure at Celtic. Celtic's season continues to spiral following a humiliating 3-1 defeat to Rangers in a performance that has left fans furious and players openly exasperated. Fans gathered outside the main entrance and let their feelings be made clear. It's not the first time fans have congregated at the main stand, and it doesn't seem like it will be the last, with little sign of change coming. Luke McCowan fronted up and faced the media, and his raw post-match interview perfectly captured the disillusionment inside the dressing room. Rangers cannot be coming here and winning 3-1. It's just not good enough. It's never been this story at Celtic. It shouldn't be, and it can't be in the future. We have to be behind him. He's the manager. I don't know what else to say on it, but he is the manager. So what do? We just need to be together and collectively get better and get messages all together and know what we did wrong in the second half and go from there. But football's football. He's the manager. We need to do what he's implementing in the game. In the first half we did. In the second half they changed it. We didn't. That's just as simple as that. We've got no other option. We need to somehow get it all together and we need to get results better. Simple as that. Especially if you're mid-season. You're never getting time. It's about results and winning. That's just the be-all and end-all of it. People always call it a spade a spade. When's it ever been this bad? It's never. It was another afternoon where Celtic looked like a team without purpose or identity after the break. Despite a promising first half, Nancy's refusal to adapt, even when Rangers made tactical changes, left his team completely exposed. McCowan, a central midfielder by trade, was once again forced to play left wing back, symptomatic of Nancy's rigid commitment to a system that doesn't suit the players available. The Frenchman's 3-4-3 setup continues to fail, and his unwillingness to adjust is costing results, and potentially his job. With 6 defeats in 8, the manager is clinging on. But after Saturday's showing and McCowan's brutally honest remarks, many are now wondering how much longer can this go on. In other news, Celtic defender Hayato Inamura has departed the club on a loan deal until the end of the season, heading back to Japan after a frustratingly quiet spell in Glasgow. The 23-year-old made just one league appearance during his time with the Hoops before exiting in January. Inamura's sole league outing came in a 3-0 win over Livingston, a match in which he featured under then-manager Brendan Rodgers earlier in the season. Rodgers had been cryptic about the player, famously dubbing him a club signing when he first arrived. After that 90 minutes against Livy, the defender didn't see another matchday squad until Nancy arrived. His only inclusion under the new manager was on the bench against Aberdeen, but he did not make it onto the pitch. Celtic signed Inamura for £250,000 and he committed his future to the club with a 4-year contract upon arrival. He was one of 2 Japanese players brought in during the summer transfer window, alongside Shin Yamada. However, limited minutes and a lack of sustained opportunities meant Inamura never got the chance to establish himself in a struggling Celtic side. With the club in the midst of a turbulent season, squad rotation and tactical reshuffles have been a constant under Nancy, but Inamura remained on the fringes. Now he has joined FC Tokyo on loan, where he'll look to reboot his career with regular first-team football and a return to familiar surroundings. Lastly, Celtic fans got a curious sight on Saturday as Steven Moreira, currently with Columbus Crew, was shown in the stands during the Hoops Derby humiliation. The timing couldn't have been more striking given Celtic's chronic defensive issues and their ongoing search for reinforcements. Moreira, 31, is out of contract with Columbus Crew in a year's time, and it's easy to see why his presence at Parkhead raised eyebrows. He earned his first international cap for Cape Verde under Wilfried Nancy when the Frenchman was manager in MLS, and it was Nancy who shifted him from a traditional right back into a right-sided centre role with the license to step into midfield. That positional flexibility is exactly the sort of thing Celtic have lacked in recent weeks. He won Defender of the Year in 2024. The Hoops have been crying out for defenders. Backline instability has seen them leak goals against Motherwell, Dundee United, Hearts, St Mirren and Rangers, just to name a few. The arrival of Julian Araujo on loan was meant to help that issue on the right flank, but centre-back quality remains a glaring weakness. So why was Moreira in the ground? Was it simply a familiar face watching a game, or could there be more to it? That's all for today's Celtic news. The situation at the club continues to develop with transfer activity picking up and serious questions being asked about the manager's future. We'll keep you updated with all the latest developments as the January window heats up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for daily Celtic news. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think about the Tarby signing and whether Nancy should stay or go. We'll see you in the next one. Hail, hail!